So this is a cool find. This is £6,399 new from Kawasaki. It's the Eliminator 500. So this is in the naked cruiser class, and it's also A2 compliant. So if you're on a 125, you want to get out of 125 as fast as you can, and you go to something like this. This is a nice step up, and this motorcycle was only 173 kilograms, so it's not too heavy. You get LED headlight, LED everything, which is always nice. This is what it's like to sit on, and being a cruiser means that you're in a pretty comfortable position. You don't have to have the forward pegs if you don't want to. You can be like this. And this is a bike where you can do lots of miles and just be very comfortable. Actually, even though it's on this, you know, things that hold the bike up, it actually feels quite nicely weighted and quite nicely balanced. You've got a standard key, you've got dip beam, main beam, hazards, indicators, you've got a start here, the mirrors give you pretty decent information. That felt nice. The switches, you got a good tactile feel from Kawasaki, so I really like that. The clutch is incredibly light. I mean, that was no effort to pull the clutch in, so that's good. And the brakes are nice and modern, so you've got good stopping power. They also have anti-lock brakes, so if you need to put the anchors on, you won't lock up the front or rear wheel, which is great. You also have space for a pillion just in case. This is a parallel twin, 451 cc's. Standard, this is producing 45 horsepower, but then it's had to be restricted either for A2 and also because emissions, sound regulations. There is more power and torque to be had out of this parallel twin with a full remap and a full system, and I think the price is pretty good. You will get a lot of buffeting because there is no screen here, and don't put a screen on this motorcycle, don't do it. If you want wind protection, you buy fairings. You buy a motorcycle that has a screen already. This is designed not to have a screen, so you get that cruiser look and weight reduction, and that's the whole point of a naked bike, is not to have a screen. So you get to see all of this. You get to see the engine, radiator, all the components. You've got good suspension here with a bit of classic styling. The reason why you see these is because it's a hogback. So when we had 80s and 70s naked bikes, this was kind of like shock technology back then, but forks don't have these anymore because they're far better than they used to be. But these are modern forks. So you get the classic styling, but you get the modern suspension, and the same modern suspension back here. And it's a good looking bike. I think it's a good looking naked cruiser. It's worth considering, and you do get an LCD screen, and it gives you a fuel gauge, so you know roughly what your range is, and you get a gear indicator, so you know what gear you're in. And it's nice and clear. I can easily read that.
I think this is
and
pretty.
Yeah, you get your your buttons to see how many miles you've done and all that sort of stuff. That's a pretty good display, and it's right where you'd be looking if you were like this. You'd be looking down there, so it's well positioned by Kawasaki. And you even get a like USB-C socket built in. So that's pretty good. And yeah, the gearbox is light. Gear changes feel good. Also, it's worth mentioning, this engine also has a slipper clutch. So if you want to dump the clutch, you can, which is great. So you won't lock up the front and rear wheel, and the gear changes are nice and smooth. So that's a nice feature by Kawasaki.